Your boy. Yeah, we in this bitch. We in here. Yeah. So the recap of yesterday's games and Sunday's games. Yesterday's game between the Bears and Steelers showed that Justin Fields might be that guy. He just needs the right coach. Said this. The problem is a lot of these coaches have neglected the run. They're too busy trying to be a spread option, spread offense. Back in the 90s, that's not played like that. But how do I say the Bills? The Bills ran an offense that was a hurry up offense. It was like a spread. It was like the first spread offense. It wasn't an option, but it was a spread offense. So you know how that is. Give me a second, y'all. I'll be right back. Right. Oh, are you serious? It's always some mess. My bad, y'all. I had to run somewhere real quick. Now, the Chicago Bears problem is, and this is their problem, they don't know how to run plays that fit Herbert. I mean, not Herbert. You know what the hell I'm talking about? He played with the Chargers. But this is what they do wrong. The Bears don't know how to run plays for Justin Fields at all. Damn right, T-Hub. T-Hub, this is the thing. You guys could have won. They cheated y'all with that taunting penalty. That taunting penalty was bogus. They should have never called that penalty. When they called that penalty, I already knew what was up. I already knew what's up. The fix was in. I already knew it. Make sure y'all hit the like button. The problem I have is you don't call the right plays for Fields. You're not making sure that he's good. You're doing all this dumbness. It's like, bro, look, Justin Fields, and I say this wholeheartedly, is a good quarterback. And this is what the Jets could have had. No, y'all need to get rid of y'all damn coach. Y'all offensive coordinator needs to be fired. Because he don't know how to call any plays. Like, dog, y'all barely ran the ball. And y'all only ran Montgomery. Y'all had Herbert back there with Montgomery. You could have had both of them running. It's like this league today is scared to use dual backs. There's nothing wrong with that. What up, Feltimore? And then my Pittsburgh Steelers, dog, the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't even look all that. Their defense got shredded at the end, but offensively, Big Ben did what he does best. Brought them back and won the game. But they should never had a chance to win the game because that was a bad penalty call. That wasn't no taunting. But see, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew a screwed up play was gonna happen with somebody that was gonna screw it up, and I saw it. I knew it was gonna happen. And it happened. But the ref's gonna be like, well, you know, we made a mistake after the game, and then it's like, what that's gonna do for anything? But the Bears, they have promise with Justin Fields. They just have to continue getting better. They have to start running plays that better suit him. They have to start putting players around him that are very suitable for his play style. Justin Fields can throw from the pocket, but also if the pocket's not doing anything, move him out on some waggles. You saw when he got outside the pocket, he was able to make some dart throws. And then he stayed in the pocket. He took some hits and made some great throws. Ben Roethlisberger is done. Okay, he's just going off of will right now and off of intelligence. Najee Harris was the best pickup for them in the offseason from the draft. Najee Harris makes them a balanced team. But when your quarterback barely can throw over 30 or 40 yards, the defenses can stack the box on you. So to me, after this season, Pittsburgh really needs to get a quarterback. They should have got one 5 years ago. But for some reason, they want to hang on to Big Ben. They want to hang on to Big Ben forever. It's like, dog, Big Ben, dog. It's like, come on. Gotta let him go. You guys are spending too much time trying to keep on making it around this guy. And you can't do that. You gotta just keep on going. You gotta move on and find some better players. Now Bronco fans coming out the woodworks because they beat the Cowgirls. But yeah, the Packers and the Chiefs. That game to me came down to bad play calling, and Matt LaFleur did the right thing. He took the blame, which he needed to. Your defense held the Kansas City Chiefs offense to 13 points, and you only could muster up like 7 or 9 points or 10. That was it. And Jordan Love, dog, for what it was worth, Jordan Love didn't play that bad. It's just that his coach was calling some of the worst plays in history. Now you done made Crybaby Rodgers even more valuable because now we understand why he was switching the plays on your sorry behind. You can't call a game. It's starting to look like Belichick and Sean McVay is like Belichick. Like a lot of his assistants go somewhere, they're not as effective as they were with him. What's up, Scrub? Yeah, but that's the problem with Crybaby Rodgers. He gets to the big game, he cracks. He don't know how to handle it. It's like LeBrownies. LeBrownies could get to the championship, but when he gets there, he cracks under pressure. The guy cracks. But we don't need to bring him up. He's a bum. Now, the Packers, the thing that they should have done was run the ball more. If your defense is on the field doing their thing, shutting that offense down, your obligation is to run the ball, Matt LaFleur. But no, you didn't want to run the ball. Your bum behind wanted to keep throwing the damn ball like Jordan Love's been. You almost got Jordan Love killed back there. That was the worst play calling. You never put your quarterback in bad position. The key of the game is to put your quarterback in the best position possible to succeed, not the worst. Showed me his toughness in college when he got his ribs cracked and he got hit. Justin Fields, he's tough, and he is. He's tough. He's a leader. Now he's better than Tua. He's way better than Tua. Fields is going to be a player coming up if the Bears use him right. But if the Bears let him go, man, let him go to a team where he's going to thrive. Fields should have won that game yesterday. They screwed him. The Pittsburgh Steelers do not look good. And to me, I still think the Ravens and the Browns is going to probably come down to them. I thought it would be Pittsburgh and the Browns, but, man, Pittsburgh did not look good. Oh, Nagy came from the Andy Reid system. No wonder. It shows a lot because all he did was throw. What's up? Man, my phone tripping, but, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he hit Andy Reid's system is so garbage. And that's why I can't get all on Pat Mahomes, because Andy. Are we back? Man, y'all, they keep knocking me off with the reception and stuff, man. Yeah, but yeah, Andy Reid run the goddamn ball all the damn time. He don't even take the time to run it. And this is what kills me about the Chiefs. You know your defense is trash. Run the ball. When you have a great running game, that covers up for a bad defense. But if you pass all the time and you have a bad defense, of course you're going to be giving up 30 points a game or 40. You trying to throw the damn ball. Run the ball. Now, that game was Matt LaFleur's fault. They should have beat the Chiefs that game. But Matt LaFleur showed what he really is. Nothing more than nothing more than just a throwing type of guy who doesn't want to run. He's just like Andy Reid. Now, let's go to the Rams and the damn Titans. I was right about this game because the Tennessee Titans, I knew coming in that they were going to come in and do what they had to do. Chris Cervantes was like, well, Matt Stafford didn't practice all week. I don't give a damn if Matt Stafford did practice. The Titans were going to beat them because the Titans match up well against all the good teams. They've beaten all the top teams in the AFC because they run the ball. Yeah, they lost Derrick Henry, but Adrian Peterson was running the ball on the other team. And you had another running back in the backfield. The Titans aren't going to change. Yeah, Derrick Henry, they're going to miss him. But, dog, Mike Vrabel comes from the Bill Belichick. He's probably the best Bill Belichick coach from there, along with Brian Flores. It's not Brian Flores' fault. His team is just trash, and they went to Tua too soon. They should have kept Fitzpatrick for one more year so Tua could get ready. See, that's the problem. They think they could just throw these quarterbacks in and they could do their job. No, Tua wasn't that good in college. Now, what Vrabel kept the game simple. He kept putting Tannehill in positions that he needed to win. A.J. Green got inside Jalen Ramsey's head. Jalen Ramsey, as great as a corner he is, he cannot guard certain receivers. All you have to do when you go against Jalen Ramsey is keep getting, just run your routes on him. Run your routes. Tell him, man, you can't see me. Just run routes. If you're able to run routes, you're able to do your moves, you will get past Ramsey. Ramsey is overly aggressive. And this was his problem in Jacksonville. That's why Tom Brady used to pick his ass apart when he played against him, because he knows what Jalen Ramsey's going to do. But I give Jalen Ramsey this. He plays tough. He plays hard. But Jalen Ramsey tries to make it about him too much. He always wants to have a one-on-one battle with somebody. It's like, dude, it's a football game. It's not about one-on-one battles. This ain't basketball. A.J. Brown was giving him the business. And I told everybody the Titans was going to win that game. I knew the Titans were going to win because I told you guys why. The Rams struggle against the run. They are a terrible run defensive team. They don't have linebackers. Aaron Donald is great, but Aaron Donald is not a great run stopper. He's more of a pass rusher. It's the same thing Warren Sapp was. That's why they put Booger McFarland there. When they found Booger McFarland, Warren Sapp was able to do whatever the hell he wanted to do, because Warren Sapp is not a run stopper. He's a pass rusher. Booger McFarland came and stopped all that. Now they got Von Miller. They just added to their strength, which is their graded pass rushing. But I knew the Titans would keep it simple. You see, the Titans kept running the ball, even if they didn't get that many yards. They kept running the ball. They kept that team honest. The Rams, if you keep them honest, they're not that good. Matt Stafford got banged up. They were banging Matt Stafford. That's how you beat Matt Stafford. He's been the same way since he was at Georgia. If you hit him a few times, he's going to yell no mas. Yes, he's tough a little bit, but hey, them hits accumulate. That's with any quarterback, even Tom Brady. You keep hitting them, they're going to say no mas. But Tom Brady, it takes a little longer for him to say no mas than Stafford. That's why the Titans beat their ass. And the defense for the Titans, they have depth. What I saw in preseason, the reason I picked them to represent the AFC was because they had a second and third string. All of those guys were vicious. They were hitting. They were round the ball. They were going at guys. They were hitting guys in their mouth. These guys were physical. That is what Tennessee Titan football is. So I knew they would be a tough team coming into this year. I knew it. Because if you noticed them the past 3-4 years, under Vrabel, they have been physical. And they have gotten better and better each year. Last year, I believe they didn't have a lot of depth. So that's why the Ravens were able to beat them. But if they play the Ravens this time around, they will give the Ravens problems. They will give them problems because they have depth at each position. Last year and the year before last, they didn't have a lot of depth. So that's why they didn't really do well. Now they got depth. It's like the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals were ready if Kyler Murray was hurt. Kyler Murray got hurt, they're still moving. Because Colt McCoy is a good, serviceable backup. He is. He could come in, run the system, boom, get us in there, get us out. Remember, Colt McCoy I think he played in Cliff's system before, or something like it. So he's straight. Now, who else we had? The Cowboys and the goddamn, what's their name? Yeah, the Cowboys and the damn Broncos. The Cowboys lost because they are thin at linebacker. That's why I said you should not have gotten rid of Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith wasn't all that, but what Jalen Smith did was he could blitz well. You could blitz him. You could put him anywhere. He could do what he has to do. Now, you lost Jabril Cox, which is going to hurt. Jabril Cox, what he did was he was a side-to-side guy. He could handle the run. Him and Michael Parsons was able to do what he had to do because you had Jabril coming off the edge blitzing or Michael blitzing. Jabril could cover. Jabril is a better cover linebacker than Michael Parsons. He's their best cover linebacker. So with him being hurt, now you could throw the ball down the seams to the tight ends. You could run the ball more because Jabril's not going to be there to meet the guy. So that's a big loss. Not only that, the Broncos knew to get physical with Dallas. If you get physical with Dallas and knock them out, make sure y'all hit the like button, man. We only got 2 likes, 6 people in here. No, we should have 6 likes. So the thing is, Dallas, their problem is if you get physical with them, you shut their run down, and you're good. Dak just got back from injury, so he's going to be slacking a little bit. You know, he's still rusty, but they should have ran the ball a little more. This is the problem I have with these offensive coordinators. They don't know how to utilize what they have at the moment. They're so busy or too busy trying to show that they're the smartest person in the room when they're actually a smart dumbass. A smart dumbass is somebody who knows it all but still can't do it because they're dumb as hell. They keep doing the opposite of what they need to do. And that's facts. Now, the other game, the Browns and the Bungles, I knew the Browns was going to beat the Bungles because the Bungles are frauds. They're frauds. They're overrated. I've been saying that. They don't run the ball with Joe Mixon enough. Joe Mixon, if you run the ball with Mixon, that game would not have been what it was. Joe Burrow locks on to Jamar Chase too much. So the cornerback knew that. He got underneath, intercepted it, pick 6. Killed the momentum. Took the life out of Cincinnati. Cincinnati was done after that. Myles Garrett is the truth. He's the best DN in the game. I don't care what anybody says. He's the best pass rusher in the game. He don't care. He gonna knock you out. He gonna come around that edge and destroy you. That's why I love what he does, and I love everything about Myles Garrett, even though he took Rudolph helmet off, even though I didn't agree with him on that. But the guy is a baller. You can't take nothing from him. So that's why they won. And then Baker Mayfield actually can spread the ball around. He don't have to worry about getting it to Odell. But it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that. Baker Mayfield is a quarterback who needs you to run your routes. Odell Beckham cannot run routes. He has not been able to run routes since LSU. You could go back and watch the film. He is horrible at running routes. This is why they got rid of him, because Peoples, who I've been known about, shout out to Bear Theater for reminding people about Peoples. Peoples is a beast. He can run routes and he can make the big catches. They also got another receiver. Plus you got Jarvis Landry. I think Landry might be hurt. But they got receivers and they got a running game. Even though Kareem Hunt is hurt, you still got Johnson and you still got what's his name? Nick Chubb. You're good to go. And see, this is the problem. Like this is what I be trying to tell people, is that dog, football is about depth. It's not about your starters. And that's the thing that the Dallas Cowboys still lack. The Cowboys do not understand that if you don't have depth, you're not going to win. The Broncos got depth. They got depth at all positions. They came out and blasted the Cowboys. And I think the Broncos might mess around and make a run for it. I think they got the best defense in the division. And I think that they're going to beat what's his name? I think they could beat the Chiefs. I think they could beat the Raiders. I think they could beat the Chargers. The Chargers won yesterday because I think the Eagles choked. But I don't trust them. I don't trust what time is it? Oh man, I got a lot of time. I don't trust I don't trust the Chargers in closing. The Chargers cannot close well. They did it yesterday against the Eagles, but that's the Eagles. I just know if they play against a tough team, I just don't see them closing, bro. I don't see them closing at all. But the Chargers, they're okay, but I still think the Broncos could win that division. NFC East, Dallas is going to win that division. I mean, I don't see anybody else. Nobody else impresses me. But I think they still could lose to certain teams. So you know how it go. The NFC North, the Packers are going to win that division by default because everybody else is just not good. The Bears, they have a bad play caller in Matt Nagy. But once they get the right coaches and pieces in there, I think they'll do well. The Lions, they're done. They already been in Cancun. My bad, T, but they're in Cancun. And then you got who else? The Vikings, they're the Vikings. They were the Buffalo Bills before the Buffalo Bills. The NFC South, I think the Falcons could come back and get that second spot. I think it could be three teams coming out of the I think it could be three teams coming out of the South. And then I think it's going to be two coming out the West. The Cardinals and the Rams. I think the Cardinals and Rams could come out. The Seahawks, I just don't trust them with Geno Smith. If they go get Cam, then I'll switch it. But the Cardinals look too good, and so do the Rams. So I got the Cardinals and Rams in automatically. In NFC South, I think the Saints, Falcons, and the Bucks can make it. The NFC East, like I said, I think the Dallas will win. In the North, you got the Packers. So that's your 7 teams. AFC, I think the Broncos could come back and win it. I still believe they can. I picked them before the season. I think they could come back. I think Teddy Bridgewater can manage the game, get them to the playoffs. I think they could win. And then I think in the AFC East, I think the Bills and I think the Patriots can mess around and sneak in. But the Bills are going to be in. I think the Patriots can sneak in, but I don't know. The North, I think the Ravens and the Browns are going to definitely make it with the Bengals. You could have 3 teams, but I don't know. The Bengals could choke and the Steelers could take it. That North is tough. Nobody's talking about the AFC North. The AFC South, the Colts and the Titans, man. Like the Colts could have beat the Titans, but the Colts, they could still win it. Because the Titans don't have Derrick Henry, so some games they're going to have a slug. But Adrian Peterson, if he keeps running like he's running, who knows? AFC North, I already said that. AFC West, like I said, it's tough. But let me know in the comment section, man, what you guys think about that. Herbert. I don't know, Scrub. Herbert is overrated. I mean, he's not overrated. He just can't close. Yeah, Cowboys F themselves up. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think, man. Tell me who y'all pick. AFC, I think out the West. I think the Broncos and the Chiefs. I think the Broncos and Raiders could make it. The Chiefs could make it. I don't know. The Chiefs just don't look good to me, man. Pat Mahomes and them, the play calling is terrible. So I say the Broncos and Raiders could make it. And then in the North, I got the Ravens and the Browns. And I think the Steelers could get in, or the Bengals. The Bengals or the Steelers could get in. That'll be 3 plus 2, that's 5. And then AFC South, the Titans, and then the East, the Bills. So to me, that'll be the 7 teams to make it. So let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you all for listening, and we out. Deezy.